change it up. Okay. There we go. All right, so first things first. Yo, how's it going? Oh, where's the page? Here we go. So, I just took a couple links from what happened over the weekend. At least I think it was over the weekend, but so anyone who's been paying attention to the whole driving home from work and listening to you typing at a red light, don't text and drive. I appreciate you being here though. Drive safely from work. All right, so over the weekend, actually this would have been on Friday. What was the 21st? The fuck is that? Oh, I thought that was an ad. Okay, we're good. We'll just do this one. Okay. So over the weekend, actually, I think it was on Friday, whatever the 21st was. Yeah, that was Friday. News broke that Raven software QA workers are unionizing within Activision Blizzard. Now, really quickly, this isn't like finalized. It's not finalized yet. They're still waiting on a response from higher up. Anyway, so I'm just going to read this article from Polygon because they're the ones, I'm pretty sure they're the ones that broke it. But if not, I'm sure we'll find out in the article. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. It's not super long, but the original story reads like this. Quality assurance workers at Raven Software, a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard, are unionizing with the Communication Workers of America. The group, called Game Workers Alliance, is the first group of workers to form a unit under Activision Blizzard. Workers are asking the company to voluntarily recognize the union, which has the support of the supermajority of Raven Software QA workers. 78% of the eligible workers, a CWA representative told Polygon. Some Raven Software QA workers have been on strike since early December after Activision Blizzard denied new contracts for 12 members of the QA team. The strike of several dozen workers, according to the Washington Post, has no end date, and management has not yet responded to workers' demands. Quote, "Today, I am proud to join with a supermajority of my fellow workers to build our union, Game Workers Alliance." That's from Raven Software QA tester Rebecca Agner. I apologize if I mispronounced her name. Said in a news release. She goes on to say, quote, "In the video game industry, specifically Raven QA, people are passionate about their jobs and the content they are creating. We want to make sure that the passion from these workers is accurately reflected in our workplace and the content we make. Our union is how our collective voices can be heard by leadership," unquote. According to the CWA, Activision Blizzard has not cooperated with worker organizers. Instead, it's, quote, "used surveillance and intimidation tactics, including hiring notorious union busters to silence workers. We ask that Activision Blizzard management respect Raven QA workers by voluntarily recognizing CWA's representation without hesitation," unquote, said Communications Workers of America Secretary-Treasurer Sarah Steffens said in a statement. A collective bargaining agreement will give Raven QA employees a voice at work, improving the games they produce and making the company stronger. Voluntary recognition is the rational way forward. And then, of course, Microsoft announced it's buying Activision, which it goes on to say it doesn't change what a better ABK, what their goals are. So they're going to continue moving forward. They did pause, not pause. They stopped the strike for now, pending a response from Activision Blizzard to recognize the actual union. And they do have an update. Oh, wait a minute. Update: Activision Blizzard has issued a statement regarding Game Workers Alliance's request for voluntary recognition. Did I read that today? I don't think I did. Activision Blizzard is carefully reviewing the request for voluntary recognition from the CWA, which seeks to organize around 36 of the company's nearly 10,000 employees. While we believe that a direct relationship between the company and its team members delivers the strongest workforce opportunities, we deeply respect the rights of all employees under the law to make their own decisions about whether or not to join a union. Across Activision Blizzard, it's essentially more kind of the empty response that Activision Blizzard has notoriously been breaking news to me. Yeah, it sounds like it's just the same reiteration of what they're saying. We remain focused on listening closely to our employees. Yeah, have quite the track record of listening closely to your employees. That's definitely why you're in the hot water that you're in right now. Yeah, word salad, non-statement, bingo. Let's see. Plus talent. Over the past couple of years, this has included raising minimum compensation for Raven QA employees by 41%. And if I actually remember the number, because I'm mutuals with several people from the striking force over there, and I'm pretty sure that in California they raised the minimum wage for. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is for specifically Raven. Hold on. I just know that QA in Irvine, the starting pay was raised to $17 an hour. Mind you, that's $17 an hour in California, which is pennies. When you put it in the perspective of you're making $17 an hour in the LA area, right? Where's Irvine? Is Irvine near LA? Is that close? Yeah, it's like it's in the greater Los Angeles area, because it's only an hour and 8 minutes, and that's in the red right now, which is that it's got heavy traffic. So with heavy traffic, yeah, we are saying something with buzzwords, Finn. Yeah, seriously. I did have a couple more articles. A couple, let's see. So this is kind of following the same thing. This is from gamesindustry.biz. This is James Batchelor over there. Raven QA strike ends following unionization vote. This is kind of just essentially the same story, but I'll go ahead and read this one. The strike over redundancies at Raven Software has ended just shy of 2 months after it started. Employee rights group ABK Workers Alliance made the announcement via its official Twitter account yesterday. Yesterday being actually yesterday, because this came out today. Following Friday's news that QA testers within the Call of Duty support studio had voted to unionize. The group emphasized that the Game Workers Alliance union is not officially formed yet, as it is waiting for recognition from Activision Blizzard leadership. ABK Workers Alliance said that by ending the strike, quote, "we are acting in good faith and asking for good faith." So like I was saying before, QA needs more respect, man. I'm not going to argue with that. Always with heavy traffic. Oh yeah, in LA. I rode in a Lyft, and I got like a Lyft and Uber in LA, and just being a passenger there was anxiety inducing, being on those highways. But yeah, so the union's not officially formed. They've just gotten the supermajority of affected workers to agree to one. But now it's up to Activision Blizzard to recognize it. And I think this talks about what happens next, should they not. let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to continue this article. The protest began in early December following news that Activision was laying off a third of the QA team at Raven Software, although the publisher instead said it declined to extend their agreements. Affected workers complained of long-running promises of full-time positions and the fact that some had been required to relocate for the role. Word of protest plans quickly spread, and a few days later, a crowdfunding campaign was created to help finance the strike. This effort went on to raise more than $375,000. Wonder how that part will pan out. Yeah. Affected workers let's see. Yesterday, ABK Workers Alliance tweeted, "Unused strike funds are being stored for future organizing and strike efforts." Shortly after the strike began, union authorization cards were passed around workers in an effort to prompt the National Labor Relations Board into holding an election on the creation of a union. Activision Blizzard reportedly discouraged employees for signing these cards. They essentially sent out emails and stuff. I think that's what they were talking about here. Is when that, asked them not to sign those cards. Achieving our workplace culture aspirations will best occur through active, transparent dialogue between leaders and employees that we can act upon quickly. And that was from Bulatao back in early December. That is the better path than simply signing an electronic form offered to you by CWA or awaiting the outcome of a legally mandated and regulated bargaining process sometime in the future. We ask only that you take time to consider the consequences of your signature on the binding legal document presented to you by the CWA. Again, word salad, just kind of to push people to just assume that unions are always bad. They can be, but it usually just depends on, make sure that you read all of the, it's important to read the legal documents, but ultimately the goal of a union is to protect workers from exploitation. The bad side effects come from loopholes that are then also exploited by the corporation to get around the union. It's more or less just make sure that to dot your I's and cross your T's. I almost said that backwards. At least that's my understanding. Don't quote me on that because I'm not super familiar with all of this stuff. I get it from reading this. Anyway, 1 month after the layoffs were announced, the strike was still in effect, with representatives claiming there had been no response from Activision management. Activision told GamesIndustry.biz that, quote, Raven leadership had engaged in dialogue with staff to hear concerns. Last week, an Activision Blizzard filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission claims the company was not aware of any labor strikes or pending legal proceedings against the company. Now, we all know, dot my T's, bro. Corporation is usually the bad guy. Yep, pretty much. Almost every time. Not aware of any labor strikes or pending legal proceedings against the company. I'm curious what specifically they mean by that. This was from last Wednesday. So just to get more context from that. An Activision Blizzard filing, as pointed out by Axios' Stephen Totillo. This follows a day after Microsoft announced that it had reached a deal to purchase Call of Duty Maker. The filing reads in part, quote, to the knowledge of the company, there are no pending activities or proceedings of any labor union, trade union, works council, or any similar labor organization to organize any employees of the company or any of its subsidiaries with regard to their employment with the company or any of its subsidiaries. Well, that's a load of shit. That quote is not going to hold up in court because there are countless just responding to the organization of the union is like that already wouldn't hold up in court because that immediately contradicts that statement. Like, bullshit, you didn't know about this. Come on. Uh, the following followed the news that Microsoft plans to buy Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. ABK Workers Alliance said this news does not change its goals, which we covered before. Remains committed to fighting for workplace improvements at the publisher. So, yeah, what a fucking joke. Seriously. So, yeah, shout out to the workers over there because y'all are in some shit that I don't think anybody envies, but we're behind you, that's for sure. And I will continue, obviously, I will continue to share share like tweets and stuff from people working over there because not being personally affected. I mean, I kind of does because I also work in QA, so it's like I have a sore spot for any other QA that or any QA workers within the industry that going through shit like this. But I think that's essentially all of the Raven QA strike ending for today. Agreed. Yes, absolutely. I had a really busy day today, so I didn't really get to a whole lot of news stories, but I did come across this one that looked interesting. Player sued by Roblox banned by court order. Roblox is a whole other mess in and of itself, but just as a disclaimer, I did buy one or two shares of Roblox when they went public, just because I didn't know that much about Roblox. I just knew that it was printing money pretty much. And then the more and more I heard about it, the more I was just like, I don't want these shares anymore. I don't own shares now because why would I after all of this shit? I want it out of there. The more and more I heard about it. No, thank you. But so this is Marie Delisandre over at gamesindustry.biz. Robert Rubin Simon has been permanently banned from using Roblox by order of the U.S. Court of the Northern District of California. Roblox filed a lawsuit against Simon last year, claiming he had been leading a cyber mob, harassing and threatening both the company's staff and its events, as well as other Roblox members. Simon was also ordered by the court to pay $150,000 to Roblox, Ars Technica reported based on the settlement document filed last Saturday. Roblox was initially seeking $1.6 million in damages. The ban means Simon is forbidden to use any Roblox service that requires an account to access, and also includes a restraining order as he is not allowed to approach within 100 feet of any Roblox office. Simon had already been banned by the platform itself, but the court's order takes it a step further. In other words, fuck you, Rubin Sim. You're an ass. Say what you will about Roblox and all of its mess. Like, the staff that work there, like, they're like, it sounds like straight harassment. Yeah, seriously. No matter what Roblox is doing, the developers that work there don't deserve that shit. Actually, nobody deserves harassment. I just want to put that out there. I don't care if it's higher ups. I don't care if it's staff members. I don't care if it's the head of the studio or the head of the company. Harassment and harassment. There's a difference between criticism and harassment. Don't harass, just criticize. But not the developers that work there, because surprise, developers don't make those really high up decisions. There's really not much else to say about this. I don't remember exactly what the harassment all entailed. According to the lawsuit, Simon has gathered more than 760,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel. This is from last November. According to the lawsuit, Simon has gathered more than 760,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel since his ban, as well as over 24,000 Twitter followers, plus paid Patreon subscribers and followers on Discord and Reddit. The lawsuit claims, quote, the focus of his social media content is targeted at spreading injurious content, including false accusations about Roblox, its employees, and other users. His social media followers have become a cult-like cyber mob that echoes defendant Simon's conduct and harassment of Roblox employees and users. Lawsuit claims Simon's behavior involved posting fake terrorist holy shit. That's right, I remember this now. The lawsuit claims Simon's behavior involved posting fake terrorist threats against Roblox's events, as well as glamorizing the 2018 shooting at YouTube's headquarters and taunting a copycat act of terrorism against Roblox's headquarters. Jesus Christ, dude. That is insane. It's also claimed he engaged in sexual conversations with other Roblox users, engaged in sexual harassment, used racial and homophobic slurs, and demonstrated other behavior that violates Roblox's terms of use. In a tweet, which is probably deleted. Page doesn't exist. Okay. All right, well, he's not on Twitter anymore, probably. In a tweet, Simon said he will not comment on Roblox's complaint against him because he wants to make his lawyers and the court's job as easy as possible. When all of this is said and done, you can have my side of the story. Fuck you, dude. No one cares about your side of the story now. Yeah. Yeah. In one example, Simon reportedly posted tweets and messages about police searching for a notorious Islamic extremist. Oof. At last month being October of 2021. And I just lost it. Posted tweets and messages about police searching for Islamic terrorists. Roblox Developers Conference 2021. He posted enough messages that the police did temporarily shut down the event. Polygon reported these tweets have been deleted. Oh, I probably could have just read that. Roblox claims the incident cost them $50,000 to investigate and secure the conference. Yeah, there's oh my god. Definitely criticize Roblox as a company for all the shit that it allows. But Jesus Christ, harassing and threatening its employees, no matter what level the employees are at. Harassment is not okay. Death threats are not okay. Doxing is not okay. I don't care if it's the CEO. You don't dox people, even if they're notoriously a piece of shit. There's a difference between calling them out and straight up harassing them, because then you're not much better than them. So don't do that, please. I have a Twitter notification. Oh. It's just a video game. Yeah, seriously. Why people think they can do this and not get in trouble? This guy just wanted attention. Bingo. Yeah. That's pretty much all the news that I really had planned for today. Like I said, I had a busy day. I'm usually reading these stories and adding them to just a Google Doc that I have. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube later, thanks so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps my channel. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Meanwhile, those of you watching live, that's pretty much all the stories I had for today. Like I said, I had a busy day today, and usually when I'm getting these, thank you for reading the stories to me. Of course. Yeah, I had a busy day today, so I normally, when I'm pulling these articles, I'm just every hour I take 10 minutes just to get up and walk around, and that's usually when I'm reading this stuff. I'll just pull out my phone and walk around the office a little bit. just to stretch my legs and get away from my desk. And that's usually where I'm pulling these, but I had a lot on my plate today. So, but that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. But actually, I'm going to save those. But yeah. All right, we are going to take a quick break, and I'm going to switch over to. I'm going to get my PlayStation set up, and we'll play some Fortnite. All right. Yeah, no worries. All right. I do want to say that I have fun doing this. I love reading news and stuff, and I watch. As what do you want me to call you, by the way? OM Jesus? Because I know we talk on in the kind of funny games chat, but I don't think I ever knew what to address you by, other than just tagging you whenever I comment. That or Jacob. Jacob. Okay. Nice to meet you officially. Kind of. We're still in a chat, but either way is fine. But anyway, but I love reading news and stuff, so so I wanna make this a continuous thing, because it's fun. You can see me on my streams. Oh yeah, that's right, because you do stream. I need to pop into one of those. In the meantime, oh, let me actually, you know what? Let me just give you a shout out real quick. Hopefully that works. Uh-oh. Did that not work? Oh, wait. I think that worked. Is that your channel?
What should
Of course. Yeah. For anyone who